Coming up in Jamaica Magazine today, expanding public Wi-Fi, increasing renewable energy usage, and enabling access to technology devices. A recap of undertakings by the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology in 2020. Plus, the Heart Trust NSTA is diversifying its curriculum to meet the demand for skills training. There is much more, so stay tuned. I'm Adrian Atkinson, and we start things off with the top news stories of the day right after this message.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, January 21, 2021. There was an 11% increase to employment in real estate and other business services for the quarter ending October 2020. The Statistical Institute of Jamaica revealed the industry's employment uptick as part of its October 2020 labor force survey, which was unveiled at Statin's digital quarterly briefing on Wednesday. Statin's Director General, Carol Coy, says this was the only industry group to record employment growth for the period, with 11,100 additional persons joining the workforce.
The number of employed males in this industry increased by 6,700 and females by 4,400.
By contrast, the largest declines in employment were recorded in the areas of arts, entertainment, recreation and other services, accommodation and food service activities, as well as wholesale and retail trade, repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles. Since Statin's July 2020 labor force survey, industry classification has been upgraded to reflect the Jamaica Industrial Classification 2016 or JIC 2016.
This classification is a revision of the JIC 2005, which was previously used. The new classification is available on Statin's website.
Jamaica's compliance rating with the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, has been significantly improved following an upgrade in 12 of 19 recommendations that were put forward for re-rating. The Financial Action Task Force is the global money laundering and terrorist financing watchdog. Jamaica's upgraded status resulted from the submission of a third follow-up report to the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force, CFATF, in December 2020. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says the country is now compliant or largely compliant with 27 of FATF's overall 40 recommendations.
These positive outcomes, Madam Speaker, are in large part due to the tremendous, and I'd like the Parliament to recognize, cooperation and collaboration among our public sector agencies, the men and women of our public sector agencies, of the National Anti-Money Laundering Committee chaired by the Bank of Jamaica.
Minister Clark provided the update to the House of Representatives on Tuesday. He emphasized that the country was still in the follow-up process with CFATF and would need to be compliant or largely compliant with at least 32 of the 40 recommendations to be put out of that category. The finance minister said government remained committed to strengthening Jamaica's anti-money laundering framework and completing agreed actions to improve its effectiveness.
Through the continued development of a sustainable program designed to ensure that the adequacy of our AML, CFT, and proliferation laws and supporting infrastructure effectively disrupt the benefits of the proceeds of crime and disrupt the financing of any financial crime. In so doing, we are on the road to achieving removal from CFATF's enhanced follow-up process.
Government has put measures in place to facilitate quick clearance of the COVID-19 vaccines once they arrive at the island's port of entry. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, made the disclosure while delivering a statement in the House of Representatives on January 19.
Once in Jamaica, vaccines due to their fragility or temperature sensitivity are given special status by both the Ministry of Health and Wellness personnel and the customs officers at the airport. This allows for timely clearance, transport to central stores where they are checked by the program officer and National Health Fund warehouse staff to ascertain their condition.
Dr. Tufton says the ministry will also be putting in place additional cold storage capacity at the central locations and peripheral or parish levels.
Each parish will need at least one additional vaccine refrigeration facility to accommodate the COVID-19 vaccine. At the central stores, an additional 10 to 20 freezers, as we know them, will be required and put in place.
Jamaica will receive 935,676 doses of the approved COVID-19 vaccine through the World Health Organization's Vaccine Global Access COVAX facility. 292,399 doses are scheduled to arrive in April. The Ministry of Health has committed to vaccinating 16% of the population in phase 1 of its rollout, with priority to be given to vulnerable groups, health personnel, and other frontline workers. Come April 1, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, MOCA, will formally and legally be designated an independent agency. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang made the announcement Wednesday, saying that since its establishment in 2018, MOCA had consistently conducted its affairs independently. Dr. Chang said the appointment date notice was a requirement under the MOCA Act and a crucial step in the agency's establishment. The formalization of the agency follows months of collaboration between the Ministries of National Security and Finance to finalize the conditions and terms of service for MOCA officers. MOCA's Code of Conduct and Disciplinary Procedures regulations have also been approved. The Ministry of Education has to date received $97.9 million in cash donations and pledges for the purchasing of devices under the One Laptop or Tablet per Child initiative. Portfolio Minister Faithful Williams says the ministry has also received and distributed 5,585 tablets and 147 laptops.
A big thank you to all the companies, individuals, or diaspora, or consul generals, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, alumni associations, and others who stepped forward to help in this initiative to assist needy students to participate in the digital teaching and learning process.
The objective of the One Laptop or Tablet per Child initiative is to provide devices for 100,000 vulnerable students by March. And finally, Reggae Month 2021 has gone virtual and is expected to increase and improve the capacity of Jamaica's technical creatives through virtual workshops. The workshops will be conducted in the areas of sound engineering, stage lighting, and stage management, among others. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, says this is in an effort to fill a knowledge deficit within the creative industry.
In this regard, we want Reggae Month 2021 to signal the start of a process of building back stronger towards an even brighter and more dynamic future.
February is recognized as Reggae Month each year, celebrating the musical genre's impact on Jamaica's social, cultural, and economic development. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Will overcome the threat.
The public health team began to develop protocols that would help to delay the entry of the virus into the country, contain its spread, and slow the transmission among the population.
We will be implementing an unprecedented $25 billion fiscal stimulus.
We remain committed to making this a decade of growth for Jamaica.
The 2020 Year in Review, January 4 to 26, 2021, Mondays to Fridays inside Jamaica Magazine. That's the 2020 Year in Review, building forward together.
As we continue to look at achievements of the government in 2020, we turn our focus on the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology.
In 2020, technology use in the public sector and access for the public expanded.
We're in a digital age, and in this time, access to technology and devices is no longer a luxury, but a necessity.
This here is the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology's 2020 year in review. The energy sector got a boost with the completion of the Electric Mobility Strategic Framework.
To facilitate the introduction and growth of electric vehicles market.
Shortly after assuming portfolio responsibility from Favour Williams, Minister Darrell Vaz advised that the country was well on the way in procuring 268 megawatts of electricity generation from renewable sources by 2025.
Over the life of the plan, US $2.8 billion of investment is anticipated to further modernize our energy sector. Technology has the power to drive economic growth and contribute to overall development.
And so the implementation of the National Public Key Infrastructure NPKI project commenced under the National Identification System NIDS program.
The PKI is the most trusted security framework used by governments worldwide and represents a significant development in the transformation to a digital society.
The Universal Service Fund commissioned 6 new public Wi-Fi hotspots across the island.
The provision of these public Wi-Fi hotspots is part of our mission to ensure that all Jamaicans have access to the internet and forms a significant part of transforming Jamaica into a truly digital society.
3 community access points were commissioned, 2 in St. Mary at the Spicy Grove Youth Centre and 3 Hills Resource Centre, and the other in Kingston at the Caribbean Christian Centre for the Deaf.
This is the new Jamaica, and we're working to create a technology-enabled society that can meet the needs of the digital age.
The USF also handed over $700 million to eLearning Jamaica to fund the distribution of 25,000 tablets to teachers. Additionally, postgraduate students were able to access $45 million for ICT research grants.
This program will provide the stimulus needed to take a keen look at issues within the ICT sphere and to develop practical solutions as it relates to the Jamaican space and certainly beyond our shores.
Meanwhile, the top boys and girls from the primary exit profile PEP exams in each parish were awarded with scholarships.
The healthcare sector is a sector that manages sensitive personal data.
The USF provided $17.5 million in ICT support to the Ministry of Health and Wellness to boost the bandwidth capacity of several health facilities. ICT devices valued at $2.8 million were donated to the Western Regional Health Authority.
Based on the COVID experience, students not able to go to school, so we want to go inside the communities to see how best we can provide internet where the students can have access to their online schooling.
Another $1.8 million worth of devices were given to the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities JCPD to improve their communication with clients. The education sector also received 500,000 bottles of hand sanitizers for distribution to schools.
And I think that and hope that it will be used to the benefit of the kids to prevent them from the COVID pandemic.
This was the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology's Year in Review.
An important message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. What to do if you think you have been exposed or are experiencing signs and symptoms of COVID-19. Immediately call 888-1-LOVE. That's 888-663-5683. In addition, you should stay at home. Don't go to work, school, or any public place. Do not use public transport, and avoid visitors to your home. You may need to do this for up to 14 days to reduce the spread of the infection. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The HEART National Service Training Agency has realigned its program and services to reach a wider target group. As you will hear from Regional Director Dr. Janet Dyer, the agency is committed to working with persons from training all the way to certification and employment.
Today we'll be talking about skills training at HEART NSTA Trust. Our resource person is Managing Director Dr. Janet Dyer. Dr. Dyer, welcome to the program. So good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us now about some of the courses that you offer and some new ones that are coming on stream.
Okay, and the newest that is coming on stream for us now is our partnership with VCOM College out of Canada.
Yes.
We are a member of World Skills International. Yes. And with that, we attended the World Skills competition in Russia in 2019. We learned a lot of new skills there. One of them that we took on was the optoelectronic technology, where the organization is now in a position to train optoelectronic technicians. Right. So for all those entities out there with their LED lighting and their stage lighting and the running lights on the vehicles, we are now in a position to train persons to install and do repairs on those kind of lighting.
Oh, excellent, excellent. What is the qualification for that, the entry?
Okay, the organization itself does not ask for entry requirements anymore. The merger allowed us to become that total training entity for all Jamaicans, wherever you are, whatever stage you are. You come to us, we do a diagnostic evaluation, and based on that evaluation, we'll place you in the stream that you are. If you need literacy and numeracy, we'll place you in literacy and numeracy. If you are someone with some intellectual disabilities, we'll place you in our empowerment program.
Excellent.
If you are someone with disability, we place you in the program that treats with persons with disability. If you are at the level to go into our skills training program, you are placed there. If you're a retiree who wants a career change and needs to be certified in another area, we provide that.
Okay.
If you have been working in industry without certification, we have put in 4 new assessment centers. We have accessorized ourselves with a mobile learning and assessment coach in addition to our recruitment coaches. So we can go into the nooks and crannies of Jamaica to ensure that our Jamaicans get the skills and the certification they need to leapfrog into the world of work post-COVID.
Yes. Let us talk a little bit more about some of the other programs that you have now.
Okay, other programs that we have now goes into the technology realm. We are in partnership with the Amber Group now for our first ever coding course.
Okay.
And this coding course will allow, in the initial phase, 60 of our students to do an in-depth course in coding, after which they will intern with the Amber Group, and these 60 students are guaranteed employment.
Right. How long is the training?
They will do 6 months of intense training, then another 6 months of internship, after which they will go into regular employment.
Tell us a little bit more about the Amber.
The Amber Group is a Jamaican group with international reach. They focus on technology and the various technologies.
Yes.
So they are partnering with us at the HEART NSTA Trust and the HOPE program.
Okay.
To ensure that our young Jamaicans get the opportunity to be trained in the science of coding.
Right. Any other programs?
Yes. We have mechatronics now being done at our Chocolate Hole facility in Junction St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
In addition to the mechatronics, we have robotics there. We are now preparing for water technology. And for the water technology, that is a program that we are also doing in conjunction with our partners from China.
So what is mechatronics?
Oh, mechatronics is the art of electrical and engineering, putting all of that together to create more of a process environment, similar to what is used at the bottling companies and the PepsiCo and those places. So we are doing that. We started out in partnership with the Caribbean Maritime University.
Yes.
But now we have our own equipment and we are now conducting those training. There are other programs also that are what I would call older programs that we have been doing, but the technological components that have been added to these programs to advance them. Plumbing is one example. We are now partnering with COLA to ensure that the advances in plumbing, you know, the one that you talk to the toilet and it does what it needs to do to get that training. They're actually partnering with us to furnish our plumbing lab at the Portmore Academy, the Hart College of Construction Services. So we'll be able to offer those training. We are offering training from the electronic side into cabling. So we're training cable operators. From construction, we're doing drywall installation. And recently I met with a company that is now partnering with us to do something that is called Verticalis, which in construction, we build those on the sides of the building for persons to be able to wash windows and all those. Well, this new technology is one where the persons won't need to do that, but they will be strapped into something similar to a parachute where they can literally climb the walls and do that kind of work.
Interesting.
Right. And tourism, you know, is one of our mature programs. So we are looking at the advances in tourism to ensure that post-COVID, our persons are not left behind. They are able to move into all the mega trends that are out there in tourism.
Tell us how we get to you.
Okay, you can get to us on any of our social media pages. We have an app that is out there. It's called the Heart and the Go app. You can go to the Google Play Store, download it. You can use that app to apply. Once you apply and you start a training course, you can track your progress on that app all the way up to certification.
Small businesses like mine continue to serve the needs of people.
We all play a part in keeping the wheels of our economy turning, and we do so responsibly.
We are building forward
together.
The virtual launch of Reggae Month recently indicates clearly that COVID-19 will not stop activities come February 1. Viewers are guaranteed a high-quality and engaging virtual production. Check out this performance from the launch.
By custom, we would be sending out invitations to the world to join us in Jamaica for Reggae Month in February. However, amid the throes of a global pandemic, we ask you to join our virtual celebration of Reggae Month this year.
Everything what we are do, what we, hey, bravo, what you know now, see it now, hey, come here now, take it, I want it, make your shoulder move like a jacker man, boy, Reggae Month, 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 Christoph, Reggae Month. Disha, Reggae Month. Bravo, Reggae Month.
As we build the Reggae Month brand, we are working to realize an even stronger collaboration as we strive to make good on the opportunities afforded us by the virtual platforms to expand partnerships for mutual benefits. Together, we can better position reggae music, Jamaica's most penetrating global export, for enhanced contribution to the national economy.
Find each other, what we need, solidarity, 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 solidarity. Hey, yeah. Wonderful world, beautiful people, you and your girl, things could be pretty, but underneath this, there is a secret that nobody can reveal.
We want Reggae Month 2021 to signal the start of a process of building back stronger towards an even brighter and more dynamic future.
I got to move. I'm going on a party ride. I've got to groove. And from this music I just can't hide. Are you coming with me? Come, let me take you on a party ride. And I'll teach you. I'll teach you the electric slide. Some say it's mistake, it's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. And you can't resist it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. You can't do without it. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Take a miss a mom, she's a chicken feeding jar, she's a moving along like she's so good. You don't want to lose.
Reggae music means everything to me. It means the world to me.
Reggae is the heartbeat of a people.
Reggae help people to know more about themselves.
Reggae is global. Reggae is everywhere.
Yeah, reggae is my life, you know. I come to reggae ministry, and I walk out saying that or something.
We have something which the world crave even right now.
It is now my pleasure to declare Reggae Month 2021 officially launched. One love.
Come catch the rhythm like no place else on earth, only in Jamaica.
And that's how I made to give him the glory. I'm delighted. Jano say my passion ignited. Party music get me excited.
If you love reggae music, come on here, everybody say
In 2020, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security executed programs to secure the socio-economic well-being of vulnerable Jamaicans and ensured a robust and fair labour market. Watch Jamaica Magazine on Friday, January 22 as our Year in Review series continues with a look at activities in the Labour and Social Security portfolio.
This is where our journey ends, but only for today. Do join us again tomorrow when we'll bring you another informative program. In the meantime, stay connected via our website, jis.gov.jm. And while you're online, send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or via tweet at JIS News. You may also find us on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.